Welcome to Arrow News Channel. Like and subscribe to update news around the world. President Trump fires one of Obama's most powerful swamp slugs. By this point in time, we all know that President Donald Trump's assertion that the swamp runs deep in the nation's capital is much more than campaign rhetoric. The president is right on the money about the problems afoot in Washington, D.C., and he's been doing his best to clean them up. For far too long, an inordinate amount of balls have been dropped by those that are incapable of performing their jobs as intended. And that is exactly how the former administration and former president wanted it to be. Thankfully, with Trump now in office, another of those Obama ball droppers has been encouraged to update their resume. The Verge has the scoop. Election Assistance Commission Chairman Matthew Masterson is being removed from his post by the White House and House Speaker Paul Ryan, according to a report from Reuters. Appointed to the commission in 2014 and serving as chairman since February, Masterson was expected to be appointed to a second four-year term. The dismissal of Masterson comes as the debate over alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election rages on. As the left continues to point their finger at Trump and company as if they were somehow complicit, evidence continues to emerge that the Obama administration was well aware that some funny stuff was going on, yet they did nothing about it. It's unclear why Masterson was removed, but the timing is likely to be a significant blow to the ongoing effort to secure voting machines against hacking. Less than 9 months remain before the 2018 elections, and several types of voting machines remain vulnerable to remote hacking through remote access software attacks and other vulnerabilities. Observers expect Masterson's replacement to be former prosecutor Christy McCormick, the other Republican member of the committee. In 2017, McCormick publicly criticized efforts to designate voting machines as critical infrastructure. In the same letter, she dismissed evidence that Russian agents were probing election infrastructure, describing the evidence as disappointing, underwhelming, and thin. There remains zero evidence to suggest that a single vote was alerted by the efforts of the Russians, but that hasn't stopped an inordinate amount of time and resources from being spent on getting to the bottom of it. Disturbingly, hardly any of the time and resources have been devoted towards figuring out why so many balls were dropped under Obama's watch. Perhaps the dismissal of another swamp creature will lead to Special Counsel Robert Mueller picking up the scent and finally admitting that it is Obama he must worry about and not Trump, but we won't hold our breath on that.